I am here, yes.
Fantastic. So, welcome
It's
back,
late, but I'm
everybody,
here.
to tonight's game of Fumbles and Fortunes, part the second. So, when we last watched you guys, you were in a cave and you'd gone over some various bits of paperwork and found that the mayor had sold his wonderful stone onto his contact Dragnar.
Fucking
A
Dragnar.
half-orc who he's described him as having like a very distinctive tattoo on the left side of his face. Doesn't know what the tattoo means or anything like that, just considers it like a sort of tribal tattoo. But your half-orc in your party, Nil, has heard the name before.
That name's that name's familiar. But... Oh, that's right. He used to be one of our regular customers. He mainly brought small blades and bits and pieces, but other than that, like he often visited our smithery. Would that be a smithery? What is it called? Like
Normally say like
blacksmiths or
our forge.
Yeah, blacksmith.
Workshop.
Yeah, or forge. Yeah. He regularly came to our workshop to buy small blades and other bits and pieces. But rather than that, I don't really know that much about him. Like, so.
Would your master know?
Maybe.
More?
Maybe.
Should we try to go to visit your master at the forge?
Yeah, it'll be worth knowing what he's all about.
Maybe, but that's if the orcs haven't got to it first.
That's true. How far away is the town over?
About a days and a half.
Right. We have time for this, but I'm not sure how much town will be left by the time we get back.
That's true.
But if we're gonna go, we're gonna have to go now.
Yeah, that's true.
What are we gonna do with this one? As Maya sort of just points her axe towards the mayor. Part of me really wants to just toss him to the orcs, quite frankly. It's clear he doesn't care about this town. There's no use to us alive.
Holds his head up like, I appreciate if
You're unconscious, shut up!
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot you called him out. Carry on.
Yeah. Sorry, this conversation.
My mistake, sorry.
I mean, I don't really know. I'd rather we didn't leave him as such, but...
Yeah, it's survival of the fittest. And we're going to be far less fit if he survives.
Yeah. Should we... I have this, really, really strong feeling that I would want to see his head roll on the floor.
I raise my... Well, think about it. Either I do it myself, or we toss him to the orcs, so that... Because if someone comes down here and sees a beheaded body... Nah, they might still think it's the orcs. What do I care? I'll raise the axe.
Just kill him! There must be something else we could do!
Like what? He's a loose end.
I don't know!
There's no use for him anymore. He could just do more bad things.
Nil, you heard what he said. He doesn't give a shit about this town.
I know, but that doesn't give you enough good of a reason to kill him!
Of course,
hold
we can
on.
carry him and just throw him at the orc's feet and say that, yeah, this guy sold your stone, and just let them kill him.
We could all back away very, very slowly.
Yeah, while doing so, yes.
Yeah, but then they're gonna expect us to have the stone, and we don't have it yet!
Well, they gave us 5 days to get it.
Yeah, we still have time.
So, Neil, would you rather that instead of the blood being entirely on our hands, the blood being only partially on our hands, and we just give them to the orcs?
You use him as a bargaining chip. You know, If we figured out that we're not going to be able to get enough time, then we give him to the orcs, let them kill him, and give us hopefully a bit more time left.
We could use him to try and bring his friend out of hiding as well, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe it'll draw Grenard's attention or something.
Don't know. Well, either that or scare him into hiding even further.
Maybe we could make him write a letter to Dragonar.
A letter? Not sure we
Yes.
have time for letters and words.
Or if
As Aaron does point out, the postal service might be slower than us just going in person.
I was actually meaning that we would actually bring the letter with us.
Well, it doesn't have to have anything written in it. Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. What about we just travel to the next town over? We have to take this fucker with us then.
All right, let's do that.
I'd rather just kill him here and now, but if we're going to keep him alive, I sort of almost nudge the unconscious body across the ground. Nil,
sell him as a slave.
Nil, you're the one. You have a hand axe. You guard him for now.
Okay.
Well, you seem keen on his survival.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll try and make sure he doesn't get harmed.
And if he tries to escape, don't let him.
Yeah, bash his kneecap in. Or cut off his leg.
I think you're scaring the young boy.
Probably a bit, but well, this is adventure.
Look, I'm just not used to all this happening at once, and...
Well, what did you do? You worked at the forge, right?
Yeah, I work as a forge apprentice under Orsic. The only reason I'm even there is because... Look, it doesn't really matter right now. We have to get going to the town. Maybe another time, but right now, we don't have time for this sort of talk.
That's
all right,
true.
Well said.
Alright, so we'll just skip along to the next town over.
As you guys way back up and pull yourself out from the trapdoor through the rubble of the old town hall and everything else, you find two orcs awaiting you as you pull yourselves up. Gives you a very cold, hard stare. So, have you got our stone yet?
No, he sold it to some guy in the next town over, and we're going to go and get it for you.
What do you think? Should we? And they start talking to each other in Orcish. Nearly get the gist of their conversation. It's pretty much like, should we? Oh, the boss said to kill him. They don't have the stone. But he also did say 5 days. Oh yeah, that's right. Still got 5 days worth of travel.
Can they even count to 5?
Yes, they do have a hand they can count on. So it's fine. Yeah, afterwards, fine. Alright then. Best be quick about it.
I ironically bow. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
I thank your kindness and bows down up.
Is there a stable or something which hasn't been burnt to the ground?
Sadly not. A lot of the local town is pretty much in ruins by this point. If there was anyone left, they have since abandoned ship.
Alright. On donkey's foot then.
I know what.
Second go. Oh, wits an expression.
I'll have a mare on my back, kind of like a piggyback, sort of thing.
He's still alive at this point.
He's still alive.
Or like fireman's lift. I'll fireman's lift him.
Okay then. You happily fireman's lift the little dude as you guys walk your way through the very crisp, cold. Well, not so much cold here in town because it's hot and burning, but as you start to leave the town and start hitting the open road, it is a very crisp autumn day now. Sort of edge of the day starting to wear off. It's sort of the late afternoon, evening. What's the marching order going forwards? Who is leading
Well,
the merry
back.
band?
I guess I could, because I have part of me being an outcast as a wanderer, in that I'm really, really good with geography. So it's like quickest routes and that kind of thing. Bless you.
Bless you.
Right then.
So I guess I'll head the pack.
Okay then. Go ahead and roll for me a survival check.
Mm-hmm. Oh, an 11. That's depressing.
No, it's fine. I mean, you try and take a shortcut, but you don't really find that many major shortcuts. It's sort of like, oh, let's cut through this bit of woodland here. We go around this bit of turning. Shaves a couple more hours off your time.
Alright.
I did have a thing all planned out. Could someone roll for me a D100 as you start taking one of your many little
I can.
shortcuts? See what interesting things we get.
I typed it, but it didn't show it.
The /R.
Might take a while to come through because Roll20 might be having a little tib.
Yeah. Having a little temper tantrum.
There we go.
Ah.
So you got to be patient with it. Interesting. Okay. As you guys make your way through the woods on a bit of a shortcut, just bring you guys over to this little random encounter map.
Oh no.
You do find like a small track that leads the way through and everything else. So it seems to be like an old road that people used to take originally, but they've since gone round for a more safer path for this very thick end of things. So if you guys like to position yourselves sort of around here-ish,
Okay.
in the order you are likely to march in, going from the left to the right side of the table.
Wait, did you say from the right hand side of the screen, or?
Yeah, right hand side of the screen. Well, I'm pinging going that away.
It's a
For
left,
those
not
of you
left.
that want to bring a token out, if you go to your journal and then click
why
and drag
am
on your
I,
character sheet, it will bring the token out.
Oh.
It'll drop the token down when you let go.
There you go.
Alright.
I'm here.
But as you guys are marching along, you get the nice crisp autumn air in your lungs and everything. Maev, you would pick up on this first. Do you get the scent of something familiar? Very familiar.
As in, oh god. I'm gonna stop and like hold out an arm. There's something nearby. Be on guard.
Okay.
Can I identify the scent?
Make a nature check.
A nature check? Oh god. Oh god.
I should have said with advantage as well, because let's face it, you know what it is. It's kind of, what is it? I know. I should know. But the 19's good enough. It is, well, it smells like you. what you tend to smell like when you're in the middle of.
There's wolves nearby.
Wolves? I mean,
And then I'll spend this time transforming into my werewolf form. Yes, and not just me.
like not wolves that transform like yourself?
No, as far as I can tell. Get in the circle.
Okay. Just keep hold of the mare as well.
They like to encircle their prey, so look outward.
I like that.
Yes.
Look outward. Keep an eye on them.
Do we see anything moving on in the woods?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alright.
Could actually do one as well.
Only
Yeah,
11.
make perception checks.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Well, Nil is totally blind and concentrating on carrying the mare.
Perception checks. Oddly enough, the man with the musket spots it first. Far off towards, like, the right end of the map, you do make out, just barely, a very tall humanoid with a long nose and sharp teeth who's just sort of sniffing the air, haunched back. If you didn't see my air in front of you in this form, you'd think it was some sort of monster, but it's kind of... that is like a silhouette of you from a distance.
How far away are we to?
Draw up my musket, cocking it. Just in a sort of rapid response.
You said come.
Probably about 120 feet or so away.
They're cocking it.
Yeah, no, Ed was asking how far away.
What? I got
Oh god.
You said very far distance, so the
Okay. Oh gosh. Does he point this out to us, or?
It's up to you, Gary. Do you point it out to them, or you just sit there and wait?
a tango.
Tango?
2 o'clock.
I'm just really confused.
I'm confused
What?
as well. What is this tango?
Target, goddammit!
Target in NATO language.
Oh.
I would. Oh god. Okay, so I suppose we spot him now.
Yeah. Yeah, you do see a werewolf further on up the road, about 100-ish feet beyond. Doesn't seem to have taken much notice of you, but it seems to keep walking.
What time of day is it?
It's verging on night at this point.
I sort of like just dig my claws into the ground and motion for the others to say just stock silent and still.
Okay. Sit there, stock silent and still. Does start to make its way towards you. What's everybody else doing?
Betoit is actually taking out his bow just in case.
Everybody else?
I'm just gonna hang back and watch for the moment.
Obviously got my musket drawn and cocked, so I'm just holding fast, effectively.
I'm going to reach up and dig my claws into the palms of my hands and imbue my claws with ice.
Okay, your claws start to go cold to touch, so you hear like very faintly on the air. then you hear a howl. Thank you. But Maiev, you know this kind of a howl. It's not like an aggressive howl or a I found something howl. It's like a greeting howl.
I cautiously return the howl.
Or waiting for your impression, Ed.
Oh Christ! No, no, I can't do it now.
It's okay. It's okay. Or something like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to howl with dogs in the house. You might actually start off a howl.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll just bring my dog up.
Alright, it does.
Daisy seems quite concerned as well at the howl.
It does get a lot closer towards you and starts to like get down on all fours like you are, Maiev.
I'll move.
Curiously look behind you and look at you and behind you again like, what are you doing?
I'll move slowly closer. What is the appearance of this werewolf?
It looks male in terms of gender. In terms of fur colouring and everything else, looks a bit like a dachshund.
Is it like more like a mangy mongrel, or does it look feverish and bestial, or does it look more under control?
Looks like it's under control. You know, the fur is well kept and everything else. He has a few deep scars on him where he's like seen battle or something like that, but he's not like a feral man who's transformed and still has rags on him or anything like that.
I'll just sort of growl low. Sort of like I'll just say curiously, like, do mean us harm.
It walks closer to you and goes from the awful, starts to the more stood up haunch, and then starts to straighten itself
I will
out.
Mirror.
Yeah, and it shifts back to a human form with a simple loincloth around his waist just to protect the most of his dignity.
I will also shift back, still in my full armor.
He's like, I mean you no harm. My transformation is a sign of good faith. Please do not stab me. It's very painful when people do.
I will lower my axe. You seem to have great control over your transformation.
I will put my bow back on my back.
Who are you, party of people, and why have you come into my woods uninvited?
I was not aware these woods belonged to anyone. We apologize. We simply wish to travel to the next town over.
And you thought you could take a shortcut through my woods?
She may have just sort of shrugs and nods. Well, yeah. I would not have come through if I'd realized it was someone else's territory. And she actually, like, bows a little in apology at this.
He struts over and places a hand on your shoulder in like a sign of respect, and like, no harm was done.
If you wish, we shall exit your forest and travel the long way round.
No, you're part of the way through now. You might as well carry on walking through. I will show you the way.
I thank you, brother.
He looks up and sees that the sky is now getting quite dark. I do have a small hovel nearby if your friends would like to rest.
The rest doesn't actually sound that bad.
That would be most welcome.
We could do with a rest.
Alright then. He takes you a little ways off the path bit and further into the woods. He comes into like a deep wooded, all sorts of a grotto. where underneath a colossal oak tree he seems to have made a small home for himself. And everything else is like packed up in mud and put in wood supports and everything else in the roots of the tree itself. It looks really nice. It makes a hobbit hole look like a slum
Well,
from the outside.
you have
of
a
things.
really nice home.
This one thanks you. Took many generations to build this house. And many generations it will stay.
I'd like to make an insight check on this guy. Does he
Go for it.
does he seem like someone who's had much contact with civilization?
Go ahead and make the inside check and I'll let you know. He had some to start with, judging by like his demeanour and how he handles himself. But since he's turned into a lycanthrope, like he's allowed the detachment to happen, so he's become more of someone you seek out when you really need advice.
Tell me, what is your name, brother?
I've long since forgotten my name. Haven't heard it said to me in a long time. But I used to be called Gaston.
Is that
Make your
Gaston?
Beauty and the Beast jokes now. Get them out.
Oh my god, is this the guy from that one page in the Monster Manual?
Did wonder why there's still a lot of antlers around here.
I wasn't gonna say, but yeah, they popped into my mind when I was like, I could make something cool out of this.
No.
You seem to have a
okay,
lot
I'm
of
not-
control of your transformation.
It took many years and a lot of sacrifice. I find solitude is best to control the beast within.
Mab just nods sagely.
But still, you are tired, need food and rest, and he opens the door and inside it's a very nice home with a fairly even wood dirt floor, sort of pits and knots in a couple of places, a couple of tree roots have come up. He's tried to make use of the available space underneath the tree. In one corner he's
Is
got a
there
small fireplace going, in which you can smell sort of beef stews slowly coming to the boil. Well, he sort of left it on the side to simmer.
Oh, I lick my lips.
Yeah, it does smell amazing.
Atua just goes up to the fireplace and just curls up in front of it.
Ah,
The
food.
rest.
He
Now you're speaking my language.
Oh, and also I don't suppose you have anything to help this guy, and I sort of pull the halfling off my shoulder.
Why do you bring a halfling as, I assume, a prisoner, judging by the way you're holding him, or are you really that protective of a small person?
He has
Uh,
crimes to answer for.
Ah, a criminal who faces judgment.
Through his avarice, he brought a tribe of orcs down in a local town. And we seek to rid the orcs, yet we find ourselves outmatched for the time being. So we're going to try other means. And sadly, he is more useful alive than dead at the moment.
I would have just sacrificed him to the orcs.
I would have done the same.
That's what I said.
Civilization can learn from us wild folk.
Yes.
I couldn't agree more. There's a lot to be learned from the laws of nature.
Sorry, that was meant to be.
How old is Gustav by the looks of things?
NET reform looks to be about mid-40s.
Oh.
Oh,
The Silver Wolf.
Yeah, but he is like in amazing shape.
Oh.
It's a case of for you, it's like if he flexes too much, he is just gonna make you sploosh.
Oh damn.
I mean, he's only 15 years older than me.
Yeah, but we're like Hugh Jackman in his prime, kind of ripped.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
As a straight man, I wouldn't say that either. But
Is he stop washing at that that vision?
Oh, she's keen
Staring
too.
at me.
somewhere far off in the world, wood elf bards, it's a good. There's sexual innuendos to be had.
Indeed.
Yes.
But anyway, he invites you all in. Obviously, we'll beef stew and everything else. If you want something to pass the time, he has a small library of books he's managed to keep intact whenever, when he first got infected and had to move all the way out here.
Oh.
That was actually. Oh god, I started to sound like a Frenchman. A moment there. Benoit actually goes to look through the books.
A lot of them seem to be anger management, self-help books. So you know how best to control your anger, what to do if you get angry, blah 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 blah. A couple of them are more historical tomes of like the local area in general.
I'll take one of them, which are about history, and ask this Hugh Jackman, almost look-alike guy. Do you mind if I read this?
No, by all means, feel free. I have
Then,
no objection to anyone sharing my library. It's been a while since this one has had any company.
This one takes this book to a table and opens it up and starts to leaf through it.
Okay. Leafing through it, the history book, it's kind of more recent history, nothing too ancient. Goes on about how the area, the small town village you just left, is part of a larger free city, and that was part of the territory they controlled and everything else. Acted primarily as like a resting point for caravans to stop at and then carry on to reach the main town itself, which is where you guys are currently heading.
Oh, this is
Town
actually
itself, its name now escapes me. Let me double check my notes. The town itself is called Valencia,
Valencia.
after an aforementioned city in the real world.
Bizarre.
And even then, that city was built on the...
Rock and roll.
No, it wasn't built on rock and roll. It was built as like a major trade hub. So it had the main road, which you guys are taking shortcuts through, going from east to west, and then it has a river going north to south.
Alright. I'm going to bring out a piece of parchment I have.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Maeve is almost keeping like a crude map. It is not a cartographically accurate map, but with
But more like we're sort of here on the far left, and snake this way to the right, and
with her knowledge of like geography and features, it is a general, like, it's not specific borders, but it's about correct distances from where things are, and like this area has fresh water, this area has good berries, this area has dank kush, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
So she marks down, like, these words belong to someone, but the guy is kind of nice. Also, would bang.
Nice dude.
Yeah. When he flexes, I feel funny feelings.
Anyway, so what are the rest of you doing whilst you're having a delicious beef stew dinner? If you guys want to do anything, if not, you can happily take a long rest.
I will happily take a long rest.
I need a long rest.
I would like to seclude myself from the others and if there's any way to talk to my patron or something. I
There's
don't know.
never really to seclude yourself. Like, the layout of the house is like one big room, which is like a dining, living room, studio flat situation. And then
Okay.
there's a small washroom off to the side, but that's not closed off. And then there's a bedroom, which is closed off.
Well, I would just sit away from the others and try and find some way to communicate while being discreet. I don't know.
Sitting where you are, you find it's going to be very hard to talk to your patron at this time.
After leafing through the book, I'll just take a rest.
Could I go outside for a moment?
Yeah, you can step outside.
Yeah, he's gonna step outside and get some fresh air and try and talk to his patron. Try being the key word.
Okay. How do you communicate to your patron? Do you do it through like a ritual? Do you just sit there and pray like a cleric?
I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. I suppose I'd just pray. Pray sounds more simpler to do. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll just sort of pray and just sort of sit there in quiet contemplation.
As you do, the wind picks up very slightly, and you just get the message back of, I'm here, and it's fine, you're doing the right thing.
Zitoun, what was that power just now? Well, back at the underground things. I've never had this ability before. Like, you've never told me about this. What is going on?
It's old magic, ancient magic. Part of, I suppose, the bond we share.
Huh. So it's kind of like a side. So it's kind of like a side. Not a side effect, but side deal, I suppose.
Kind of, yes.
So you said I'm doing the right thing, like just leaving the halfling alive, or what do you mean by that?
Everything in general, it's all the right thing. Don't worry.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. And he'll like to spend like a bit more talking, like just casually talking, like just sharing, just showing things. Like, my whole town's burnt down now. Sort of thing.
This, like,
and
pat
everyone
on your
else
shoulder and pat on top of your head, and they're there.
Oh. Yeah. And everyone else can do their own thing if they want to.
I think everyone's just gonna be happy with the long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to spend a little bit of time outside, so just sort of talking. And that,
Okay.
yeah.
After a while, you head back inside. You'll have a peaceful night's sleep in various places around the house. Only a few hours in, it's enough for you guys to qualify for having a long rest. For the purposes of combat and everything else.
That is a worrying thing to say.
Yes.
It is a worrying thing to say because all is not well in the woods itself. As the night wanes on, you hear sounds of vicious growls and howls from outside.
Do any of all of us wake up?
Yeah. Can all
Alright.
happily wake up. Let's have me modify this map really quick for our purposes. And I did roll this, and it wasn't a very high percentage of chance. And god damn it, I rolled a bloody natural one, didn't I? So blame my dice for this.
Damn it, dice!
Curse you, dice.
Curse you to the deepest, darkest dice hell.
Whoa, a bit excessive.
Not a bit excessive, it's perfectly reasonable. Alright then. Just need a shape there for a door. And just need to make this bit of it clearer that it is a separate thing. Alright then, so you guys are over here in this box area here. Just best illustrates where the house is in relation to a lot of things. So the back wall is where the kitchen is. The larger side room is the bedroom. The smaller side room is like the washroom, and everything else. So position yourselves inside the house. And what do you guys want to do?
Wait, so we hear funny sounds outside.
Pretty much, yeah. They sound very angry and very vicious. You can hear like heavy scratches at the shut and locked door.
Is Gustav inside?
He is currently not in the house at all.
Alright. I just ordered to it. I'm gonna ready my axe, but tell the others to not open the door for now.
Did we recover any health?
We took a long rest, so yeah.
You got the full benefits of a long rest. You're like a few hours short of getting the full thing, but I'm just going to give it to you anyway, because this combat might be a bit interesting.
Yeah, so I'm in full health?
Yep.
Yes.
Full health,
Nice.
full abilities back. On top of the world.
We are on the top of the world. Batois actually takes out his bow just in case and aims at the door.
Okay. What's everybody else doing at this time?
I'm
Couple of windows for you all.
just holding my axe. What can I hear apart from the scratching?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I could
15.
do one as well.
Beyond all that, you can't really hear much. Just seems to be the sound of one angry beast outside.
Yeah,
That
just
is
fucking whack.
slowly getting through.
But
Oh boy.
if it gets him, I think it might be Gustav. Just try and knock him out rather than kill him.
Alright. Alright. So things can't get any worse.
Things can always get worse.
Things always get worse before they get better.
Touche.
No, they get better.
Alright then, let's go ahead and have some initiatives from everybody. We'll see how this goes down.
And you.
Yeah.
I mean, you might calm down before it's the end. Maybe. One can only hope. There we go. Flick it over to the tabletop so we can see what's going on.
Oh, where am I? Where's my token? There it is. I roll.
I should hope
Oh.
you don't have a rubbish initiative. You've got very high dex.
Initiative I've had so far in this season has just been like 2s, 3s, and 4s. That's the first time I've actually had anything plus 10.
My token doesn't think it's my token.
Why doesn't it think it's your token?
I wish I knew.
Why?
Alright.
You really do.
Oh, whoops.
This is really this.
That represents HP, that represents your age.
There we go. Oh, right, 3 of us moving on 12.
Why is it the Club of 12 again?
Because 12 is a wonderful number.
Yes.
It's a dozen.
Yes, it is.
Interesting. It has a fairly rubbish initiative. Ah,
Well.
but then I have to go and roll a natural 20. Well, let's get things on the roll then. Okay, to start things off, it is going to start bashing away at the door. Does a fair bit of damage. It starts to claw its way through. You can see part of its face through very faint gaps.
So
if you
it's
guys
not
want to take
like-
shots at it, it's going to be a disadvantage, FYI.
It's not like Johnny from The Shining.
Not quite. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting close.
Oh, right.
I would like. No, it's not my turn.
Indeed, it's Dario's turn first. 'Tis the musket man.
Live on Drury Lane. You know the musket man.
Yes, I know the musket man.
The musket man.
Dear me.
Meanwhile.
Meanwhile, in San Francisco.
Places though.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Didn't realise that Marlon hadn't done her initiative yet.
Oh well, don't panic.
That's fine. You and Dario both go on the same turn anyway. So what are you doing, Dario?
And the question, there's no other exit to this building.
No, it's one way in, one way out.
Shoot the door, we're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, to shoot through the door is a disadvantage, though. You going as a gunslinger-styled fighter, there are abilities to overcome that. So you can spend your grip points to give yourself advantage, which makes it a normal roll. I can't remember what
Does she
the
have grip
ability is
points?
called, but it's in there as a gunslinger.
Great.
No, the grit
The
is
natural
the
surge.
pool of points
Oh.
they get. It's the ability that you use with the grit points. I want to say it's a marksmanship, but I can't remember.
Sharpshooter?
And
No,
wind or
that's a
action
feat.
surge.
No.
Once I've got on here, we got second wind and action surge.
Oh, it wouldn't. You'd
Those
have had
are
to
the
put the
vital
marksman in.
things.
You'd have had to put the marksman stuff in yourself.
Yeah,
No idea how to do that, so
that's fine. I'll
someone willing to help. Here,
we'll
don't
see
know
you
anything.
can spend the grit point, which is equal to your wisdom modifier.
Wisdom modifier.
So, don't know, minimum of 1. So you can spend the grit point, get advantage on your next shot, which will neutralise the disadvantage. So it's a normal hit with your musket. And I've got a quick counter genned up on D&D Beyond for Gunslinger specifically. So if you want to look at it, you can do. I'll just give you access to that character. Just bear with me.
No idea how to do all this rolling. Told you that last season.
It's the same as doing your attacks with Jin. So on your character sheet, there will be a musket attack. And if you just click on that, it will roll the musket hit. So it will do the D20 roll and the damage roll.
All that, adding all that marksman stuff that Ed was saying about,
Yeah.
or adding all the grit and all that crap.
Hang on a second.
Well, there's nothing to add right now.
Yeah, there's nothing to add at this point in time. So he takes 6 points of piercing damage from your musket as it goes off with a massive bang, essentially, because it is the earliest of early firearms. everyone else is sort of ringing ears. You've got ringing ears as well. But it hits this creature square in the shoulders. It lets out a very horrified yelp. It wasn't expecting a hot piece of metal to start piercing its shoulder. But it makes a very quick scurry sort of away from the door frame for the time being, and then comes back and starts gnawing and biting at the door. So it's your action to fire, bonus action to reload it. Get yourself ready for the next round, and Marlon, it is your go.
We're not wounding it, are we? Oh, we're not killing it anyway.
No,
So-
your objective is not to kill it, but
If he dies, he dies.
Face down the area. Shoot some grease under the door.
Hey, that's cool.
that is a very good roll. So where's your grease going? On him?
It
The
covers
square
the
that he's
ground.
on. Like I say, I'll sort of shoot it under the door.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me a second. Let's go with a nice bright orange.
Gracier than Severus Snape.
Is it 10 feet? Yeah, 10 foot
10
square.
foot square.
Okay, must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. Well, he doesn't have a dex saving throw, so this could be rather hilarious. Nope, he manages to stick his claws in. You can hear the very faint scrapes of him, like, hanging on and keeping his balance, and still continues to start scratching and picking away. So that was your action. Move. If you've got any bonus actions and you want to do something.
I don't think so. I don't think I've got anything else bonus.
Alright then. Maiev. It's your go.
Alrighty. Alright, I'm just gonna. All I can do right now is I'm gonna save. I'm gonna hold my action until if he bursts through the front door, at which point I would like to smack him real good. But I will spend my bonus action using my right to the frozen on my axe, cutting my wrist. Well, not my wrist. God, that'd be dangerous. Cutting my arm along the axe, my blade to encrust it with ice.
Okay. Spending a little bit of blood on the axe. Gets it all frosted and chilled and ready to...
I'm now playing God of War. Oh gosh,
Boy.
boy. Yeah, Dad of Boy. My apologies. Correct title.
Alright, so that's all you do for your turn, isn't it?
Boy.
Alright then, the Sirens go. And what can the Siren do to help you guys out? Bearing in mind, he's got all his spells and abilities back. No, I can't do prestidigitation to do anything. Oh, he might do actually. Yeah, he's going to do prestidigitation. But he's going to make a very foul smell emanate from the door. Something quite horrific to hopefully distract the wolf. To which it has an advantage. Okay, the wolf smells it and it instantly starts to and start backing away. But I was like, okay, I think I've stopped him. Do we want to go for a killing blow, maybe, Maiev?
No, we don't kill him.
Okay, if you're certain. Batoris, 'tis your go.
Let's see what I could do. I don't want to kill him. But do I have any other options? Um... Hmm. I really don't have much options. Can I use my bow to shoot non-lethal damage?
You can do, yeah. You can go for non-lethal spots like the shoulders and the thighs and
I think
whatnot.
I think I'll try to shoot him in the thigh.
Okay then. Can you roll again? Because you'll be at disadvantage trying to shoot through the door.
Oh, right.
Sorry, he hasn't broken through the door enough yet to neutralize the disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, let's try it again.
Alright then. A 10 sadly misses it. You let loose the arrow and it just donk straight into the side of the door. Close enough that you think maybe if you adjusted yourself a little bit, you could get like in the knee or somewhere like that, slow him down. But otherwise, he's still hanging on. Neil, it is your go.
Okay, I would like to go up to the door and after sort of getting and after sort of small little talk and discussing what else can I do, I hope this works. Cast sleep at 2nd level. Well, I mean, I can only cast it at 2nd level anyway, but still.
Oh.
Ooh.
So hopefully,
as you cast sleep, and you hope that he will eventually fall asleep and maybe calm down a little bit. Whilst it starts, well, seems to start taking effect. He starts, sort of keeping on his aggression.
Okay.
Eventually, it starts to build
starting
back up.
to take effect.
Yeah, he sort of like slows down briefly, and then you sort of hear this as he starts clawing away again with the same vigor he had before.
Okay, then I'm just gonna take a step back and okay, whatever I tried, it's not working.
You did good, kid.
I tried. I'm sorry.
My God. Okay, he has broken through the door to the point now he has got partial cover.
Alright. But he's not in yet.
He's not in the house yet, but he has got some pluses to his AC, but you guys are now at a normal attacking stance. So you guys get tons of damage in, if you so choose. With that is Dario's go. So if you have any grip points available, the two which I had on my gunslinger was Deadeye, which gave you advantage, and Disarming Shot. So they have to make a saving throw against the DC to hold on to their weapon on your attack roll.
Hello, sorry. Microphone away from face. He hasn't really got any weapons, so this won't really work.
Yeah, so if you've got grip points left over, I can't remember what your wisdom's out off the top of my head.
Is +2.
+2, so you have another grip point to spend if you want. And then you can make a Deadeye Shot, which will give you advantage on your attack roll.
Are we? Well, we're not killing him, are we? So.
Very true.
No.
It probably isn't the best thing to try doing a dead eye.
That's very true.
I'll hold off on using that then and just use. Well,
I just go with a straight. What was that? Sorry,
so
you do something and then everything cut out for me.
straight shot.
Okay then. So just go ahead and click on the musket and make a straight musket shot. 13 hits. It pierces through his flesh again. He yelps out in pain. But he is still going. He is determined to break through that door. I'm doing his health wrong. There we go. That's much better. He's slowly whittling down though. Again, bonus action allows you to reload your musket, so you can't do much else. It is now Marlon's go.
The house yet, or like, just still outside the door?
He's still outside the door, but he's no longer got cover or anything like that. He has cover, sorry, but you're not at disadvantage to hit him.
That I don't know what True Strike does. It doesn't do what I thought it did.
So you pick someone and they get advantage on their first attack against the target. That's on your next turn. Sorry. So your Firebolt cantrip, which is a ranged attack, will have advantage.
That's not what I wanted to do, so ignore that.
Okay, alright.
Different. I don't know what to do. Stuff.
It's down to you. You can even skip your go if you want. I mean, he's not in the house yet.
Yeah, I'll skip.
Okay. Maev, it's your go.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Crap. Well, he doesn't seem to be. Does he seem to be calming down at any capacity, or is he still trying to...
No. He wants all of you.
Oh Christ. Okay. Well, fuck it then. I'm gonna lean round and attack him with my axe.
Alright, go ahead. He's considered to be in partial cover, so your attack roll is normal, his AC's just increased by 2, if I recall.
Oh boy. Here we go.
15 is a hit, but only
Ah!
just.
Okay. What did I roll on damage? Okay, so roll a 5. Alright, sure. Alright, and so it also inflicts right of the frozen. So 8 slashing, 2 cold damage. And I'm like... I'm just like, calm down, you stupid bastard.
Okay, as you swing the axe around, like, you've been watching for a while now, like, everyone's hits have been fairly nothing on him. But then your axe blow actually starts to do some damage to him. You make, like, a deep cut across his chest.
Oh, let's have like a warning growl to back down.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check with that as well.
Oh no. 5.
He growls back at you with equal, if not greater intensity and starts, like, snapping towards you.
Why must these things happen to me?
Because sadly, life is cruel. Oh, what can Siren do? Who's next? Bitois. Yeah, he's going to inspire the rogue through a glorious bardic inspiration.
Yes.
That's not an action if I recall, it's only a bonus action. Or am I thinking of something else? Nope, bonus action. Though for his actual action, he is going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Ooh.
And misses. God darn it.
God darn it.
But there is now a zone on the map in the grease where if he tries to move, he's going to slip over, but it's also now full of whirling, violently spinning daggers.
Oh,
Jeez.
Sounds like the worst hair salon ever. But, Bitoris, it is your go.
Yes, and I will try to go with the. This time I'm trying to shoot his shoulder, which should be visible. I believe.
I'm not seeing anything pop up.
All right, so normal roll.
Yep, a normal straight roll
All right.
for the attacks and everything else. A 20 is a hit. Would you get your sneak attack damage? Yeah, you'd get your sneak attack damage as well because there's enough distraction going on around him, and Maev and him can hit each other. So, go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage on top.
Oh crap!
Wow, we've done it, folks. The legendary double ones.
Blimey.
Snake eyes.
But he's still growling and snarling at the door. He's whimpering a bit and he's starting to back down, but he's really looking to finally get through his own front door. Neil, it is your go.
Right, I'm going to try that sleep again. I know I'm burning through my spell slots, but there we go. Sleepy times. Go to sleep.
Sleep.
Oh,
Unholy
to sleep.
As you tell him to go to sleep, he just sort of snarls and starts. Poof.
Oh, he fell asleep. Well, very nice. He didn't die.
Great job, Shorty.
Should we just drag him back inside and put him in the bed?
We'll leave him outside for now. I'll stand guard over his body.
Yeah,
all right.
Siren dismisses his clown daggers. Goes out there in like in a very bardic way of shoo, go. Go away. It will slowly fade from existence. Just sort of an evil thing to put in D&D now. A plane of daggers.
A plane of no.
Yeah, so it's literally whenever someone casts kind of daggers, a little portion of it vanishes for a brief second and comes back.
Oh, that would be awful.
That sounds amazing. That just pops into my head.
I don't want to go there. Of all the planes, that's the one I want to go to least.
Anyways, so you guys have put the werewolf to sleep. You have had a long rest. Unfortunately, some of you had to burn through high-level spells to get the wolf to sleep.
Yeesh.
But that's where we shall end tonight's game.
Yeah.
With you all debating what to do next. Any shout-outs or anything people want to do before we disappear?
As like every week, I'm Sir Foxy Streams. I've been playing this wonderful campaign, and I will continue playing this game. And one on Wednesday, I'm joining up to another campaign. So you can expect me to stream on Mondays and Wednesdays as a scheduled streams around 10 p.m. GMT2. but it's and you have the in my channel there is the Streamlabs countdown for the streams. But yeah, I do stream throughout the week when I have the chance. I wish people, if you would want me to see something else, play something else, you could tune in on the other days. But I really much appreciate it if you would tune in on the days of Monday and Wednesday. But until next time, I think that's enough from me.
Alright then.
Fantastic.
If anybody else has got anything to shout out, feel free.
I'm good.
Otherwise, I think we are all done here for the evening, in which case we shall bid you all a fond good night. And if you're watching this on the YouTubes, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. And I also forgot to mention it earlier that by the time these go out, next week is MCM Comic Con, and a few of us will be in London at that time. So if you can find us, feel free to come and say hello. We don't bite often.
Unless wanted to.
Hmm?
Or requested.
The requested ones have to pay extra for that.
Yes.
It's like a Patreon sub. Anyways, bid you all a fond farewell and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.